Hello everybody. Today we are going to be continuing our Pokemon X adventures. Last time we finally made it to another city with another gym, beat the gym, and now we need to ascend the Tower of Mastery to attain Mega Evolution, because they only have one ring. I also once again forgot to do super training with my Pokemon off stream like a fool. Like an utter buffum. So we'll go ahead and play with our Pokemon a little bit, try to get their affection up so they can tank the powers of God. Maybe do a... what is it called again? The super training once or twice. I need to sprinkle them through my streams at the very least, because I keep going, I want to go and train them off stream, but then I also want to go do other things off stream, like write and draw, and then I don't do those things either, because I am a fool. An utter buffoon. Playing this makes me wonder if there's ever been something like a Pokemon Rhythm Heaven. Fuck yeah. The purple bastard flew on by, did not have a pilot's license. Licensed pilot he was not. Big on. I wonder if there's like a mod, a Kaizo mod, for Pokemon and Me minigames, where it's just the purple super fast fuckers. Damn it. The timing will forever be my damnation. But we are still the head pro. I wonder if the luxury ball has any interaction with the affection mechanic. Probably not, but that could be cool. Do enjoy the music here in this area. It's just neat. Hello, Morgana. Treats for the darling. So, do you really like chocolate? Is that why you spin? Maybe it was the quality of chocolate. Or maybe she just likes dark chocolate and not milk chocolate. I don't know. Maybe the animations are random. I do wonder what the Tower of Mastery will have in store. If it'll be a super duper bastard time where it kicks my ass. And I will go, oh, why did I ever take off the experience share? And foods for use. Foods for all the Pokemon. Hell yeah. Level up. We need to give more Pokepuffs to the poor Samir, who's been neglected. Neglected, but must become God. Go ahead and play a game with you so we can get more Pokepuffs to try and level up the affection of mine Pokemon. The ultimate power, friendship. Although friendship will never help me hit the big yarn. Damn it. If it's never the purple one, it's always the slow after. Damn it. It's always this normal after. You think it's the fast bastards that will get you. There we go. It is very precise timing for my brain. For my brand. Food for you. As we listen to soothing music in the background. Imagine if the world had just a normal like, running background soundtrack. Depending on where you live, that could make you really hate things. It's like, I loathe where I live. The background music sucks. Have to give Pokepops to the turtle. Since you'll be like one of my few Mega Evolution available dudes. Though I'm basic bitch and will probably... Well, though I guess it also depends on, like, the type of trainer I'm up against. Don't want to do, like, Mega Lucario if I'm going up against, like, a Psychic trainer. Because I'm fairly certain that you can only Mega Evolve once a battle. Slightly limiting, but oh well. Without further ado, up we ascend to get our power. Oh, Karina, I mean the Mega Evolution successor is waiting for you at the top of the tower.
Yeah, I think you and Caleb are gonna compete against each other and get really strong.
So you should say I have nothing else to say. Let's see. Oh, I forgot, we didn't go to heal. Lol. I'm just wondering, off the top of my head, I can't remember why only Morgana's been utterly obliterated. Heal my Morgana, my Braixen has been broken by the evils of the Gem Lady. I now wonder if there's like a Pokemon fan game that has it calculated for the Pokemon, like, Pokemon Center to take just long enough to heal your Pokemon where you get annoyed, but not enough that you stop playing. Only those who have been approved may climb the Tower of Mastery. Oh, you may pass. I may pass to go kick ass. Hello, statue. It's like that one Blade Runner meme.
So do you know the Mega Evolution Guru's real name? It's Gherkin.
Yeah, I think that was mentioned by the professor, but I just completely forgot.
Long, long ago, a trainer came to this land accompanied by a Lucario, because even in the ancient past, it can't be a Kalosmon, who's the icon of Mega Evolution. They found two strange stones. This is said to have led to the world's first Mega Evolution.
Kalos can't even be Kalos in its own history.
Mega Evolution is one of the many things a Pokemon is capable of. Pokemon are still treasures even if they don't have a Mega Evolution. Check it! The Mega Evolution Guru is apparently a descendant of the first trainer to evolve Lucario into its Mega Evolution.
Lucar!
Since you were kind enough to come clear up here, I want you to have this.
Hello, Sleep! Isn't it one of those moves where the heavier your opponent, the more damage it does? Also, I remember that absolutely wrecking my ass. I might have to look and see about giving that to my Lucario.
I just had a thought. Maybe the fact that people think up all these ways to bring out the power of Pokemon is a message to us to look for all the possibilities everywhere. When he was younger, Professor Sycamore trained here to learn about Mega Evolution, but he decided he didn't have what it takes and left fairly quickly.
Let us take a look at not Mega. Let us take a look at Follow Sweep. 65 damage. Let me look at Saber's other abilities. Because we have Bone Rush, 25, but it's multi-hit, chance to miss, but also it's just like nice to have a ground attack move on more. We could put low sweep over counter, because I'm never going to use counter. So yeah, we'll give low sweep. We'll put low sweep over counter. Make it so that he has more than just force palm and quick attack. And also bone rush. Slap him with bone. Because I'm never going to use it. It's funny to pull off, but it's not. He's not. Also, man, your special attack is actually really high. I guess Aura, Aura Sphere is gonna be kick-ass. But get rid of counter. Forgot how to counter, and instead, low sweep. Higher we ascend. So high, Silent Hill starts to affect the inside of this building.
I really love this place. When I'm here with my Pokemon, looking at the wide open sky above, all my worries disappear. And I feel like I can do anything. Thanks for coming all the way up here. It was decided that this must be the place where the Mega Ring is handed over. Something about making sure we never forget to set our sights as high as the sky. And here it is, your very own Mega Ring. It's in the shape of a bracelet, so it's super easy to wear.
Like shorts? Neon equipped the Mega Ring on her left wrist.
Give your Pokemon the right Mega Stone and try battling with it. Your Pokemon will surely answer the call of the Mega Ring. Lucario, what's wrong?
Gruff.
Lucario, are you sure? You want to battle alongside that trainer?
Well, sorry, too bad. I already have a Lucario, so you're going in the box.
I don't know what to say. I'm a bit shocked that some traveling trainer seems to have a stronger bond with you than I do. Well, she must be something special. So what do you say, trainer? Will you and Lucario battle against me and my Lucario? A Lucario and Lucario battle will be nothing short of riveting. They both have Lucario Knight in hand. How about we get this show on the road?
Sure, I guess.
I can feel Lucario's passion. Perhaps it's just that it doesn't want to lose to the other Lucario, but it may be that it's just on the same wavelength as you.
And now I guess this is the tutorial time for Mega Evolution.
Ready, Lucario? Let's give it all we've got!
From YouTube chat, hi, hello, hello. Oh, that's cool. Unique art for her being this Mega Evolution successor rather than the gym leader. That's cool. Ah, there it is. Mega Evolution. Let's see, you have Sword Stance, Power Up Punch. I should also look at Power Up Punch. Because we did get that. I just funny how it just ignored the Power Up Punch but gave Low Sweep immediately. But let's go. The first Mega Evolution. Ah, we select that, then we go. Like a Super Sentai. Power Up. Kick ass. It's also kind of cool that it's not a move waste. You evolve, and then you go schmiggity schmack. Same wavelength indeed. If I did anything else, she would have murdered me.
What an incredible bond you have. What amazing power. an explosive battle. I could tell that both Mega Lucario didn't hold anything back. With strong bonds like that, you shouldn't have any trouble triggering your Pokemon's Mega Evolution. I think it would be best if you took that Lucario along with you on your journey. It's quite apparent that you two make a truly incredible team.
Lucario is staring intently at Neon. Will you take Lucario with you? Yes. And then immediately into the box because we already have a Lucario. We'll quickly send him back and then swap him around once we get there. Nah, because we already have one.
As long as Pokemon and trainers have the kindness to care for each other and give each other courage, the world will be full of smiles.
Yeah, basically the same thing. And onwards we go. Or rather, downwards we go. Out of curiosity, I want to see what this Lucario has. Ha, nothing. At least that proves that affection plays no role when it comes to Mega Evolution. I figured that would be like a thing that's like, you're supposed to have a strong bond. One moment, I want to see. Just coat of arms. I just saw that. It was just like, I want to look at that and see. Because I just passed them by on the way up. Bum, bum, bum. I wonder what happens if you say, no, I don't want this Lucario to come with me. Seems cruel.
Other items related to Mega Evolution, like the Mega Ring or Mega Stones, must still remain hidden in the vast Kalos region. Maybe I'll search for them some more, so I can help strengthen the bonds between Pokemon and their trainers.
And nothing new. Why are you here? Understandable for you to, like, maybe... Like, no, like, you'd think that her dialogue would have changed between beating the gym leader and coming back.
She's like, you're gonna ascend the tower and get Mega Evolution, that's so cool.
Just like, nope. Nothing. So first things first, we must yoink. Bum, 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 bum. And put away new Lucario. It is kind of funny that they let you, like, get Riolu early on and then give you a Lucario later. Lucario so popular that they demand to give you more. We shall take the black belt and give you Lucario Knight. One variety of the mysterious Mega Stones. Have Lucario hold it, and this stone will enable it to Mega Evolve during battle. Now we can kick ass! Let's see, who do we want up front? We put Tsunami up front. He needs to level up. Now we can move along. Hello?
Here, take this.
Here, HM.
If you use the HM Surf, you can travel over the water. I'll challenge you to battle again sometime. That's the best way to get strong, after all. I was lucky enough to meet you and end up traveling together, so I'd better take advantage of the opportunity to battle.
And I will take all the opportunity to kick your ass. And now we might as well teach Surf. Why the fuck can Skidoo learn Surf? What do you mean? That the grass type can learn Surf, but all of my Pokemon are incapable of learning Full Swipe? Why? And we're probably never using withdrawal. So go ahead and put Surf over it. Surf at least is a powerful, powerful move. Wish all HMs were like that, so they weren't so painful. That's just so hilarious that he's just like, hello, HM, I leave.
Pokemon sind dem Pokeball. Ich sitze auf dem Stuhl.
No idea what you say.
Now what, the Skidoo and the ranch are a surprisingly comfortable ride.
Kinky.
Welcome to Route 12, it's just outside. This kind Lapras here once saved me from drowning. I feel bad though, I can't afford to travel around and show it the wide world beyond these parts. Hey, I have an idea, you've got a Rumble badge. You must be a strong and seasoned traveler. Would you mind taking Lapras with you on the journey? Looks like your party's already full of a fine bunch of Pokemon. If you want to take Lapras with you, free up a spot and come back here.
I have to leave and come back. That's kind of funny. That, like, at, like, big story points, like, shoot your Pokemon back to the Pokemon Center PC. But with that guy right there, it's like, hey, do you not have a water type, like, ideally, or even just a Pokemon at all that can learn Surf? We're gonna go ahead and just do a quick swap around, purely just to get Lapras. We're probably not gonna keep Lapras because we have Tsunami, who has, like, a Mega Evolution available. But for the Pokedex. And mildly, like Dark, I want this Lapras to see the world, immediately puts it into box. Doing this to 2 Pokemon in quick succession. Also, although it is kind of funny that, like, we trade, well, not really trade, just gave me the Lapras, and we didn't even get the whole
Lapras, da-da-da Pokemon.
It's almost like the game is denying me my Pokédexium. But I will say, it is very funny how, what's the word, devolved HMs become over the days, over the games. Back in my day, we had to go through the entire, like, Safari Zone to get Surf. Let's see what Pokemon are here. I knew it! Whenever there's, like, a random spot, I always have to check. There's sometimes something not there, but sometimes there is. Hey, speaking of Safari Zone. I think they're grass type. Yeah, of course they're grass type. They grow into Executor. So we should be able to... Well, that's rude. But we should be able to do Surf to really smack them without killing them because it'll be less powerful. Or we could just do Bite. Probably should have just done Bite. Yes, go to sleep, they say. Oh. Oh, why was that super effective? Come to think of it, why was that super effective? Now I really want to capture you so I can take your you're typing. Just for some reason, I do not know. You're typing off the top of my head. Beyond grass. Darn thee. Actually, what am I doing? I can just bubble you now because that super duper, like, does hardly anything. Awaken so we can bubble this bitch. The real pain will be if they wake up and immediately get stun spored. Wake up! There we go. Do you have any attack that's not like a powder or a spore? Now I'm just imagining the Execute, like, shaking the broken one over my Pokemon like a salt shaker. He's like, get spored! Get spored! 3! Yes. And now Tsunami is asleep. I'll have to go buy more, like, Pokeballs anyway. Bum bum bum. Execute. Grass Psychic. Was it always Grass Psychic? Because I don't remember it being Psychic, but at the same time, my memory is legit.
Execute. The egg Pokemon. Its 6 eggs converse using telepathy. They can quickly gather if they become separated.
Neat! Now who else lies within these grasses? Get the fuck out of there, Tsunami, you'll die! Holy shit! Go! Flee! Flee for your life! Oh! The blue sheep of doom! Well, great. Well, at least we have that. Our attack has grown, so we'll wipe them all out in one go. Let us see. We could do that, but that would just guaranteed kill them rather than probably guaranteed kill them. Either that or we'll just be paralyzed locked for 5 million years. Will any of you survive? Also, downside of being paralyzed is they'll probably all go before me because paralysis slows you down so much. I do like that their tails glow when they use their attack. Very cool. Will any of you survive? Some of you did. Congratulations. One of you will be taken in. Kill him. See? She's the smart one. Doesn't try to paralyze an already paralyzed enemy. You have been chosen by the fact that you are still alive. Now get in the ball. I don't know if we've gotten any, like, new items that we can buy because we beat Corina and got the new badge. But we have to go buy more Pokeballs anyway.
Mareep, wool Pokemon. Its fluffy coat swells to double when static electricity builds up. Touching it can be shocking.
Yeah, it's an electric type. I'd hope it'd be. Now I'm imagining, like, a super RPG Pokemon game where the Pokemon can inflict status effects on you. You can get paralyzed, and you have to, like, crawl back to the Pokemon Center. Bum 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 bum. Awaken my tortoise and unparalyze my goat. Let us see what we can buy. Jesus Christ. Oh, double G. We can get Ultra Balls. Yes! And we have the money to actually be able to buy a decent chunk. And what do you selleth? Huh. Intriguing. Expensive, but intriguing. Bum, 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 bum. Now, part of me goes, I wonder if these are like actual roamable patches and if they have Pokemon data inside them that you can just never touch. Unlikely, but I do think I remember there being like weird, funny, aha things like that in other Pokemon games. Where they're like otherwise untraversable tiles that do, in fact, have capability that you just never know. Although more likely, a lot of the time, it'll just be like, there's no data programmed in. Go ahead and just bite you. Lower your health a little bit. Maybe no flinch. Of course you get the crit. Of course you get the crit! Luckily, didn't do much, but still, it's the principle of the thing. How dare. Bum, 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 bum. We can try one more bite, and if you die, oh well. You survived. Good for you. With the power of anger and revenge, won't be enough. Will be enough to send us going back to the Pokemon Center, but I have Ultra Balls now. LOL. So hopefully you won't break out. You're gonna break out now, aren't you? Since I said it. Cool. I knew it. Pain! Okay, we'll just swap. Who should we swap to? We shall swap to Carmen and keep trying to capture you. How dare you break out of an Ultra Ball? You cannot break the bricks of the fairy. They're always bricked up, but too strong for you. Now stay in the ball this time. You're being very rude. How dare you? I do find it kind of funny that I go like, I can finally get Ultra Balls. First Pokemon I run into, a Nightmare Demon that doesn't want to get in the top tier ball. One. I don't think I have anything that can cause paralysis, so you are being very rude. Like, what the hell? You're at the lowest point of health, and this is an Ultra Ball. It's the Wobbuffet all over again. Well, you're just like, no, I don't want to get caught. For no reason. You're not a legendary. Like, why? Maybe if this was a Great Ball, I could understand it a little bit more. Especially since we have access to Ultra Balls now, after beating the gym, but still. Ludicrous. Bobbida-bobbida-ba. So much money wasted on a pincer I'm not even going to use. Its weight in Ultra Balls and Poké Dollars.
Pincer, stag beetle Pokemon. It grips prey with its pincers until the prey is torn in half. What it can't tear, it tosses far.
Horrifying.
This Pokemon likes to bisect other Pokemon to death.
Every day, the Pokemon Adventures manga, where like a Arbok got eviscerated, is more and more true. We're just doing a little bit of experience training / Pokemon wrangling before we go out to sea! Or whatever the hell this body of water is. We've got a Marie. Oh, and there's also a thing down here. What's hiding back here? It's a berry! Can't wait to get the ability for fly so we can actually go back to our damn berry home. I long for my berries. Dear God. Luckily, we already caught you, so I can just surf you all to death. That's a cool animation. That's a really cool animation. Bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum bum. Dear God. Like seagulls, they are, because they come in an absolute swath of nightmares. You get rid of 5 of them, 5 more come to make your life hell. At least they're leveling up Tsunami quickly. Let's see. One round a bit more. For some reason, I thought this was like an impassable block. I must walk upon the grass, my brain said. It's a goddamn nightmare again and again. Considering that they're flying water, hopefully Razor Leaf should be able to take care of them with normal damage. Good, good. I feel like this is a war crime. Can anyone help me with this Wingle? Ah, Tataros! Hell yeah! I can't remember the last time, like, just running into one in the wild in a Pokemon game. Let's see. I guess Strength is my weakest move. Yeah, you fool, I haven't even done anything to you. Now I have. Dear God, that did nothing. Oh God, C-Bomb, kill him, no! Okay, extra good. It is making itself weak enough. My barely any damage is gone. But we maybe have turns to build up damage against you now. Dear God, you are a tanky bitch. Understandable. But still. You should be able to survive one more seed bomb. And it seems like you got the maximum sleep. I think. Or maybe that's confusion. Confusion might be the thing. Where like, oh, like if you go 3 turns, it'll magically go away. And since you put yourself to sleep, this should basically be guaranteed. You're gonna break out now, aren't you? It was kind and did not, yay. Just knowing my luck, a terminal sleeping Tauros would break out of an Ultra Ball against me. It's just the kind of thing I have to expect, just in case it does, so I do not feel as much pain. Almost 200 pounds. I feel like you should be heavier.
Tauros, wild bull Pokemon. After heightening its will to fight by whipping itself with its 3 tails, it charges at full speed.
Masochist, aren't you? But very... like, despite the fact that a lot of it is kind of like, hey, remember Generation 1? Hey, remember Red, Blue, and Green? Like, at the very least, it is kind of neat the variety of Pokemon there is. That might actually be an annoying crit, because it didn't put it super low, but at the same time, you're unevolved, so maybe an Ultra Ball will go through. Maybe. Please. Please. 3. Yeah. Hell yeah. Not the worst crit, but against the wrong Pokemon, that could have been potentially painful, depending on how the, like, health remaining to catch ratio is. Like, I don't know when the cutoff is on the health bar of, you don't have to damage it anymore to have the damage bonus to trying to catch it.
Slowpoke, dopey Pokemon. It is always vacantly lost in thought, but no one knows what it is thinking about. It is good at fishing with its tail.
Good for it. Quickly go heal, and then head out onto the water. Since we ran into a decent spread of Pokemon. Because normally you'd think there'd just be like, I don't know, like 4 kind of Pokemon in a single area, at least ones that really show up. Right there's so many. Feels like it. And aside from the Wingull, didn't really run into many, like, repeats. And as we head out to the water, do remember to stay hydrated, because hydration is important. And apparently, like, So many people don't hydrate as much as they should. Probably me. Hello, old man.
Azure Bay. Everything, including life, comes in from the great ocean.
Including criminal groups. Like Team Aqua. Let's see. What Pokemon do we want to... I guess Samir. Can't really throw out some of our Pokemon. They'll be immediately obliterated. Swimming alone, ooh yeah! Well, soon you're gonna be swimming with the fishes. Alessandro? Never heard that name before. My Skidoo is Jesus. Kill! How... Well, I guess they're not the worst move to go first, but still, how dare you go first? Although that makes me wonder, it'd be kind of neat if, like, Pokemon of a certain type, like water Pokemon, in the water or on water, go faster, get a speed boost. I think that's neat.
Increase your defense all you want, you will not survive.
Well, no swapping for me. Also, how does that work? We're in the water. I guess they become like floating mines. I don't want to switch. That'd poison my Pokemon. I'd have to waste a Pekka-Berry. I forgot about you. You look so silly. Even though that's probably meant to be a helmet, it kind of looks like a derpy face. Bomb him! Farewell. Also, really cool that a swimmer had type variety. Losing a battle with my Binacle. Oh no! Oh no, indeed. Swimming just feels nice in this game. Oh no, it's a Tentacool who uses poison to be a bastard. Razor Leaf. Never mind, it'll use bubbles to annoy me vaguely. I like what? Third crit today? I guess it's a Tentacool. They're quite common, so I don't have to be like, oh no, I fainted it. It's so rare. I'll never run into a second Tentacool ever again. Now let's see if that crit actually killed it. Or if that crit was basically meaningless to me. Damn it. How dare you make me miss? Now you must die. Granted, I probably made me miss. Razor Leaf is a 90% accuracy. It's just it goes through so often that I always forget that actually, oh yeah, it has a chance to miss inherently. It wasn't the acid spray, it was my memory. Ah, lucky crit. Does that count as my 4th crit today? I think that's only like the, what, 3rd time I've ever gotten a catch crit?
Tentacool, jellyfish Pokemon. Its body is virtually composed of water.
As are humans, really.
It shoots strange beams from its crystal-like eyes.
Are you telling me that, like, the red things are its eyes and not the blinky parts? Because the blinky parts do not look all that crystal. But that could just be me being judgmental. Now let us see if this hiker will allow Phoenix to kill.
I grew tired of the city life and decided to wander the world. I'm not aiming for anywhere in particular.
Prepare to die, Joran. Ba-da-da-doo. Go, my bird! Go, my bird! Destroy!
Well, shit.
We really do want to, like, level you up more so you can evolve and be useful. Oh no. Smelled my bird. How dare you? Just want to see. 40 and 35. So Ember. Slightly better for damage.
Get burned!
How very rude. You would think that Mud Sport would actually affect fire type moves as well. You'd think. Just like come to think of it. But that would probably make it too powerful.
Suppose I won't find victory in battle either unless I aim for it.
Nothing there. You need surf to cross this, like, 5 feet of water that you could probably just wade across. Actually, like, depending on things, you could maybe even jump. What is that, the Marianas Trench?
Ba de Mer Ranch. Ba Ran you.
Destroy the prickly thorns. Thorn the prickly destroy. Could maybe be good for a Pokemon. Usually like a super tank bitch.
Let us see. Who is here? In the flower. Who is in the flower?
Well, I guess technically this is like the same overall area. And there being like a place right nearby kind of makes sense. Saber, come forth and murder. And pray that this guy doesn't annihilate us. I have a feeling that it would annihilate Phoenix. Low sweep. You did a very poor move. Now die.
I knew you could do it.
We can have like a decent amount of healings. So go ahead and heal my Pokemon up just in case. Now let's visit the ranch. Hello!
You can't pick items up from the ground while on the back of a skidoo. It would be poor manners after all.
I love Skidoo so much I feel like I've been hit with the attract move. Here, take this TM so you can see how I feel.
Were you just feeding this to all the Skidoo? And they were all hitting you with that move?
When a Pokemon is under the effects of attract, its chance of failing an attack against a Pokemon of the opposite gender goes way up.
Pokemon. See, this is why Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is superior. For it doesn't, like, further establish heteronormativity. They just let you wander around on the back of Skidoo. That's funny. It's a Griffu, a sleeping Skidoo. Intriguing. They really trust these Skidoo to not run away from town. Oh, hello there.
You're about to find out just how strong my family is.
Or will I?
Is your family the Pokemon? Are you continuing the Sinnoh tradition? Bird versus snake. Who will win today? Burn the snake. I should probably look at like the TMs I have and see if there are any like ones that are like powerful that I can give to Phoenix. Well, that's mildly horrifying.
And you're just not hardly doing any damage.
Definitely don't want to send out Samir or Carmen. I guess we'll send out Saber. Steel to deflect the poison. How dare you scream at my dog. My dog is now going to kill you. I forget, is ground good against? Might as well also do Mega Evolution, just like, you have angered me. I now call upon the power of God. People going, Mega Evolving in a normal, like, just random trainer match is a little extreme, don't you think? Hell yeah, level up for Phoenix. Natural gift, or was it... For some reason my brain's going like, what if it's nature gift? Natural gift. Draws upon power attack by using its held berry. The berry determines the move's type and power. So basically, instead of like ancient power, it's berry power. That's funny. I do not care to use this. Granted, in this game, it's probably one that is decent so you can get so many berries. I wonder, will swapping, like, remove the Mega? We'll swap them back in, because I want to know. Downside is you, like... I have a feeling that Milk Tank can learn, like, rock and ground type moves, but... Nope, Mega Evolution persists. Well, time to die. Its udders are growing, it's storing its power. And goodbye. A level up for the boy. Also, man, he just gets so many more spikes as Mecha Lucario.
Wow, we lost. It looks like your family was even stronger.
The true American family. Girl, cow, snake. Guess we'll just keep, like, swap training with Phoenix. Don't feel like running all the way back. That's kind of neat detail.
My swarm of bug-type Pokemon is in the tip-top shape and buzzing for a battle.
Well, bug-type, I might be able to use Phoenix against you unless they're very powerful. Let us see. Can we burn the bug? Congratulations. Well, that's rude. How dare you be faster than my paralyzed bird? Die. Luckily, it's just speed, and it's not like it becomes harder to hit every single turn. That'd be a ludicrous ability. Unless there's like a move that gets stronger the faster your Pokemon is. Thank God. Less thank God, because, like, man, it just keeps on getting speedier. That bug is uncrackable game. The crack spider does not feel like making a web. Go ahead and swish. We will keep burning them. Burning them alive. It seems Braixen takes more from its fire side than Psychic when it comes to Bug. I was half expecting the confusion to proc from the confusion. Farewell, dear bug.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. We'll throw Samir out and then swap back to Morgana to try and burn the Whirlipede. Worst comes to worst, we will send out Saber to tank all the poison.
You do not slap my bitch with your evil poisons.
We will melt your wheel. Your iron defense will mean nothing in the power of fire. Yeah, you're extending the turns. At least for, like, the Yanma, that kind of made sense. It's had a speed boost ability. Where it's just like, yeah, if I stall a little bit, I'll get even faster, and I'll be able to go every turn. Farewell.
Now you've really gone and stirred up the hive.
You didn't even have a Combi.
Ooh, level up for Skidoo!
Samir's power is growing, is overwhelming. Now Samir becomes badass. Samir evolved into Go-Goat. Hell yeah. He is no longer cute, but he is ready to murder. So throw you up front. Empty spot, that's just an empty spot. Profound sad. It's Chatot!
Chatot, the slur Pokemon.
Hilarious that its unique its unique move is what caused it to be banned. It's like, we can't trust people. And we don't feel like authenticating every single Chatot that comes in, even though it's not even a competitively viable Pokemon. God damn it. Now the confusion will ruin the world! Ruin the world! How loud do you have to be to cause someone to become confused? Well, that's just rude. 2 times in a row? Let's see if we go for 3. Either that. I was gonna say either that or we flinch. God damn it! I just want to weaken this bitch so that we can catch him and put him in a box. He's a bird! That's kind of neat that mirror move kind of retains the overall last move that was used.
Stop making my Pokemon flinch. He already keeps punching himself.
And that should be low enough to throw a ball at your face. It's a Chatot. How could it break out of an Ultra Ball?
This is bad comedy.
the ball. Yes, yes. Damn it.
First, it was the Wobbuffet. Then, it was the Pinsir. And now, the Chatot. Getting maximum Fury Cutter. The world is a painful place. And it's an Ultra Ball. Once again, if it was a Great Ball, I could understand. How the hell is a Chatot breaking free of an Ultra Ball? What is the point of wasting my in-game dollary-doos, game? Quit wasting my dollary-doos! What did my in-game dollars ever do to you, Chatot? Yes, yes, yes. Good. Into the Pokédex you go, like you're a criminal in Power Rangers SPD.
Chatot, music note Pokemon.
I wonder how many, normal flying types there are. They're like, we can't just have it be pure flying. It has to be normal.
It mimics the cries of other Pokemon to trick them into thinking it's one of them. This way, they won't attack it.
At least it's that and not uses the cries of other Pokemon to lure them in so that it can eat them alive. Pokemon can use HM moves even when they aren't feeling well enough to battle. When your Pokemon gets knocked the fuck out and you can say, wake up, Samurai, we have an ocean to surf. We shall make our way back to the Pokemon Center. From all the damage and the paralysis. I still find it utterly hilarious. It's just such a small amount of water. Surely you could have just built a bridge. They're just like, no. To get to the Skidoo Ranch, you must swim. Now let us see, which Pokemon do we want to start leveling? Probably keep it Tsunami for now, and then we'll swap in Morgana after. Onwards. Onwards we go words. I also find it so funny, they're like, here, have a Lapras in case you don't have a Pokemon that can use Surf. Who is the guardian of this flower bed that says, no, you stay? Well, it's understandable why there was a milk taker team then. I feel like you're quite tanky, so take this water pose. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Ho ho. Hee hee. Ho ho. Well, now I'm just scared. Now you're gonna do lots of fucking damage. Well, sorry, Tsunami. We'll probably have to make our way back to the Pokemon Center when that Bide is unleashed. Well, you survived. That's something. Unlike, and you don't have any moves that don't do damage. Did it auto-sucked its own fucking milk? But at least we know you are quite tanky, so now we shall surf you. This Pokemon, it is angry. It suckles its own titties, and then sits on you. Son of bitch. Luckily, that should be enough. And from what... considering that we won't hit it a second time, hopefully it won't annihilate you from orbit. And hopefully we can throw an Ultra Ball. You threw an Ultra Ball, but the milk tank unleashed its stored energy inside the Ultra Ball and exploded the Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And then the next time we let Milk Tank out, it's like a Jack-in-the-Box that explodes. It's a Jack-in-the-Box that explodes.
Milk Tank, milk cow Pokemon. If it is around babies, the milk it produces contains much more nutrition than usual.
Just the fact that they can suck their own milk to heal is ever so slightly disturbing. Let's see. Club Tsunami trying to beat you up. I like to bury my face in the fur around Taurus's neck and take a big whiff of its scent. It's a jinx for battle, I hear. Well, you be the freak you want to be. Of course, they give that line to a Pokemon breeder. Pokemon breeders not beating the allegations. Drown that goose. Oh, that's kind of neat. The other breeder had a Seviper, you have a Zangoose, but also have, like, kind of stereotypical ranch Pokemon. That's kind of neat. Send out the Tauros. We will now drown the Tauros. I do not care if you are intimidating. We haven't even done anything to you yet. Or is it payback for the Zangoose? Run them over with water. At least you're not using rest, only to wake up on the very next turn. Farewell. Level up. Aquatail, let's take a look and see what moves we might want to remove. 90, but 90... We already have a 90 move in terms of Surf. Do you have anything else? No, just attacks by swinging its dick. Doesn't even lower anything. Just 90 damage with 90% accuracy. Hilarious timing considering I just got Surf. So there's no real reason for me to get rid of Bubble, because Bubble does have the application of being a weaker move that I want to use against Pokemon when I want to kind of like have Tsunami be out at front and trying to catch Pokemon. So, like, I don't want to get rid of Bite, don't want to get rid of, like, Water Pulse. Like, technically, because, like, also, it's just, like, the lower accuracy. Like, sure, I use Razor Leaf a lot, but someday that will come back to bite me. So yeah, I don't think we'll get Aqua Tail, if only because we already got Surf. If before we got Surf, that would have been worth it. But it's just a... Like, I guess to a degree you could call it like a single target Surf with a chance to miss. I'm gonna assume that's like a diving spot. Well, we don't want to put out... We don't want to put out Carmen against Mr. Fisherman. So we'll throw out Carmen instead. Fishing is all about catching and releasing. I will catch your attention, then release you into the ocean. You have 6 Magikarp. Or 5 Magikarp and 1 Gyarados. That could be it. Knew it. I knew it would be the Magikarp man. Like, the moment I saw 6, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean 6? Then I remembered, fisherman.
flinched so hard it couldn't even splash.
I mean, I guess I could maybe send out Morgana. Because all these guys do is splash. Boom, ba-dum. I'll swap to Morgana, and then it'll turn out they actually have water gun. YouTube chat, does Neon still read chat anymore? I do, but only if there's like something I can actually respond to. And you don't really put out anything all that interesting that makes you go like, I should read that. You just kind of bring down the mood sometimes. With your arrogance and your false information. We must scramble the minds of the Magikarp even further. Ba-doo. Fry the brain of the Magikarp. I wonder if this counts as, like, Pokemon abuse. Him just sending out Magikarp after Magikarp. That's interesting. I wonder why the game... Like, I know that, like, the internal logic of, like, the Pokemon trainers, I believe, can, like, decide... I'm gonna send out this Pokemon rather than this Pokemon, but still, they're all Magikarp. So it's kind of funny that it's like, he leaves the two on the end for last. Bum, bum, bum. I wonder if there's like a Magikarp guy in every single game, since it's such like a repeating staple of the franchise. I wouldn't have lost so badly if I just released sooner. Ah, that's the break joke. Boom. Ah, that's just there to let you know. The buoy says you shall not pass. Bum 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 bum. It's a Mantike. Try to capture it with violence. Now that didn't do much. Good for you. Only downside is you can just decide to obliterate yourself with takedown and deny me the capture. I always forget that it has like markings on its back. Or it could just be that I never really used it. This Pokemon, so it's only ever really seen in the 3D model. Dear God, today is the day of all the Pokemon not wanting to be caught. Oh, it's a smile face on its back. Adorable. Smiles up front and smiles in the back. The magical tramp stamp. You are very rude. Again, the moment I buy Ultra Balls is the moment everything breaks free. Like, Toro, like, what was it? It was Pinsir, Chatot, like, maybe Chatot because it's like a single evolution, maybe it just has a weird catch rate, but what about you? Why do you exist? Alright, I'm gonna swap to Tsunami and Bubble you. That should be safe enough to not obliterate you, unless I get a crit. Now you just need to pray that it doesn't make you confused. Bubble could do little damage. Good. Chip down just enough. Try and make it slightly more catchable. Again, don't know the precise health bar, like, point of, Like, there are no more returns on damage to catch ratio. I had 21 Ultra Balls when I bought them. And these Pokemon, they just do not want to be caught. Thank God. Especially because you're an unevolved. You evolve into one level higher, so I thought, like, you won't be that hard to catch, and then you were. Could just be my luck, but still.
Mantyke, kite Pokemon. The pattern on its back varies by region.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It often swims in a school of Remoraid.
I wonder if the design on its back does change if you, like, trade up Mantykes from past generations and different, like, regions. I was going to read its name. Colmarine. City. Town.
Neon, I challenge you to a battle in front of the gym.
It was like 5 minutes ago that you gave me Flood. Not Flood, Surf.
You better be ready.
I shall crush you with the power of Mega Evolution.
When I was a child, I saw a Pokemon trainer with a great Ampharos in Azure Bay.
I wonder if that's a reference to Gen 2's Lighthouse Ampharos. There is a Pokemon Center, because then I want to run around. Or is this not that kind of town? Also, why are there so many boats? So many boats. Well, since it seems far off, we shall all wander around.
Well, if it isn't a traveling trainer, it must be terrible walking all over the place like that.
I do have a bike, but I don't use it much.
Please don't take anything that my wife says to heart. Your youth is simply too much for us older folks who've lost the adventuring spirit.
I don't think I have a normal user.
I used to buy silk scarves all the time for my wife, but I think they would do more good for someone like you.
You bought silk scarves so that your wife could punch harder. I've traveled around the world and collected many different kinds of incense. Intriguing. What kind of incense do you have? Sea incense. Boosts the power of water-type moves. May cause attacks to miss its holder. Interesting. And then, well, help yourself. Sure, we shall be a thief. And leave tip because we don't want to be an actual thief. I'll place one berry here a day. I'll buy... You have to pay 5... I wonder if there's any negative things for denying too many tips. Your karma goes down. A wandering young trainer, are you? Let me guess. You wish to fish for all the Pokemon in the water, right? I'm sure you do. Shall I lend you a rod? I'm a fishing fanatic, and I've collected more good rods than I could ever use. Are you like the good rod version of the old rod guy?
What's going on at the Kalos power plant? I heard the electricity from Lumio City is getting lower than usual.
Now, it's probably not an intended thing, but the only other Pokemon game I remember having a power plant is Gen 1, so that continues to go. You have Go-Go, that's a normal-type Pokemon? Oh, yeah. I always forget when a Pokemon is part normal-type and it's obvious elemental, but I think I'd keep my Miracle Seed instead of a Silk Scarf, because I don't have... I think the only normal move I have on Samir is Strength, and I'd prefer my Seed Bomb to be more powered up. I'm so happy to be able to ride the monorail every time I go to the Pokemon Center. Like, I'm sure it's probably a little helpful, but to have to ride the monorail to get anywhere, it feels a little cumbersome.
My Magikarp is so cute when it eats Pokepuffs of Gusto. Watching it eat them made me go off my diet again.
Well, now you're just blaming your Pokemon for your own failings.
Totally random TM quiz. If you give me a correct answer, whoa, I'll give you a TM. Do you want to try the quiz?
Oh, I'm sure I have infinite chances, so sure.
What's the move that I'm describing? It makes the target lose its ability to concentrate and lowers the target's special attack stat.
Confide, because Trick Room, I believe, swaps, like, speed. So, like, slower Pokemon go faster and fast Pokemon go slower. Embargo, I forget, but that doesn't sound like it, but that could just be me being stupid. Acrobatics is a punch-punch. And Confide, I don't know. So, I'm gonna go for Confide. My random guess has won me the day.
I don't have to explain what kind of move this is, correct?
TM 100.
You are our 100th TM.
So you are like a TM farm. That's kind of funny.
Welcome to the Comarine Hotel.
You'd think there'd be more sailors here.
Don't you just love it when you have something in common with a celebrity? I'm just like Ramos. I always keep a go-goat with me, too.
I just happen to have a go-goat because I wanted to use a skidoo for this run.
Did you know that the famous movie star Diantha comes to this hotel often? Imagine if I could stay in the room she always uses. I might get a taste of what it's like to be a star.
Granted, she seems a little bit humble for that, but in real life, you would never be in the room that a famous person was in. Unless they're like a quote-unquote famous person that is famous but doesn't make a lot of money.
I can tell you're a very kind trainer by looking at how happy Sylveon is to be with you. Since you're so friendly with your Pokemon, I'm going to give you this lucky egg.
Which is not an actual egg. It is hold item, like a held item. I forget what it does.
Yeah, give one of your Pokemon the lucky egg and it will earn slightly more experience points than usual.
God, I wonder if that, like, combines with the experience share.
Some gang of goons calling themselves Team Flare.
Well, of course it has to, because in this game it's not a held item. Bleh.
Some gang of goons calling themselves Team Flare is out and about causing a bit of a ruckus. No good could possibly come from associating with such delinquents.
They don't even look like delinquents. They're too fashionable to be delinquents.
This is my first vacation in such a long time.
You decide to go in your maid outfit? I mean, whatever floats your boat. No kink shaming here. First hotel to not have Mr. Bonding.
Hello, I'm the game director. Ah, you're working on your Pokedex. Come show it to me as you fill it up.
He is the game director. He has no name. He just directs the game. How did you get here? I guess monorail, but still.
Why, hello, Neon.
For some reason, this music feels more Zelda than Pokemon. I don't know why.
Congratulations, I see you finally obtained everything you need for Mega Evolution. A Mega Stone for the Pokemon, a Mega Ring for the trainer, and a strong bond with your Pokemon.
A strong bond?
It's only a hypothesis, but I think the bond between Pokemon and trainer is the key to this new evolution.
New evolution, and it's 3,000 years old.
But what is this bond exactly? And why are there examples of Mega Evolution only in the Kalos region? There's still so much we don't know.
Does this make you think of something like Kalos' legendary Pokemon? Found only here in the Kalos region, right? Nowhere else?
Which is funny, because I don't think any of the legendary Pokemon from Kalos, or really any region, utilize, like, the region gimmicks. Like, maybe the Gigantamax, but definitely not, like, Mega Evolution, which is kind of funny.
Maybe that's not a coincidence.
Oh, what an excellent point indeed. The more you know, the more there is to research. The excitement never ends, does it? That's right, I came here to give you this.
Well, we finally got Fly, hell yeah.
Use the HM Fly to pop right over to the Pokemon centers of places you've already visited. Well then, Neon, Diantha, I hope to see you both again soon.
Bonds, they really are important to us all, aren't they? When I'm acting, I think I'm always trying to forge a bond between myself and the character I'm playing. If all I think about is how I'm nothing like a character, then I'll just hate playing it. But if I focus on what I have in common with the character and put myself in her shoes, I might be able to understand her. It's the same for people, more Pokemon. Oh, never mind me, I'm just babbling about my feelings. Let's have a battle the next time we meet, shall we? I'm still looking forward to it.
But now we can fly, hell yeah.
Teehee, even the movie star Diantha rides the monorail. Visitors always have a one-track mind about it. How's that for a one-liner?
You are not funny.
Welcome, will you be riding the monorail?
Sure.
Monorail.
I never watched The Simpsons, but I do know there was an episode about a monorail.
Seeing the monorail going back and forth like it does reminds me of a metronome. If a Pokemon holding a metronome uses one move over and over again, that move's power will go up.
Combine that with, like, Power-Up Punch, that could be nightmarish. Maybe. Potentially. Maybe not, like, competitively viable, but could be a funny little gimmick.
Which do you think is cooler, Pokemon or monorails?
Pokemon, doubtlessly.
I think both Pokemon and monorails are cool, but monorails are cool because you can see really far away while on board.
Hey, if you give a Pokemon fly, you can do the same thing. Not my fault that you have a small brain, child. I do find it kind of funny, though, that the people who live in that port city have to take the monorail to come to the Pokemon Center that's right next to the monorail station, the town over. Why is the Mr. Bondines now? Just Blair witching it up in the corner of the Pokemon Centers forever.
I hear some of the Pokemon that appear in the Horde have rare abilities.
I wonder if there's a way to tell. You just look at him and like, are you the rare Horde ability user? Or do you have to just collect 1 billion Horde Pokemon to get the rare ability?
Pokemon you receive in a trade from a trainer in a different country are slightly easier to raise.
And now I require more Ultra Balls, because so many Pokemon just did not want to be caught today. Thank God that I put the amulet coin on Carmen. But now that we flew here, through the monorail, we can put Fly on Phoenix. Give him an actual good move. We'll probably get rid of Agility, because I have yet to use it. And the others have, like, just good abilities. Like, good application. That's kind of funny. Guess that makes sense, yeah? But still, disappointing. I wanted to see if I could fly to my berry farm.
You tease me with mobility and then rip it away! Apparently your Pokemon dream when they're tucked in with GameSync. Amazing.
Well, I would hope they would dream. They deserve to dream.
Oh, you there, kid. Do you know of Dr. Finnell from the Unova region?
I'm trying to remember. I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She created the amazing system called GameSync. Pokemon with abilities like Insomnia and Vital Spirit just won't fall asleep for you.
They only sleep when they no longer can be seen. Well, since my Pokemon demands Pokepuffs, we shall seek out Pokepuffs. Into the land of Yon. With a slow one. I wonder if the yarn color beyond the super duper fast have any inherent abilities, or if they're just like part of like this different stages. Maybe it could be like point stages or time stage. Damn it. Close. Because it does seem like they change color the deeper into the match you go, usually when a new Pokemon to click shows up. Damn it. I double missed. Failure. Now let us see. I did it. I have learned the timing. I will lose it next time, doubtlessly. Doubtlessly. I also wonder if, like, the RNG of the different speeds can, like, limit or raise the maximum amount of points you can get in a single go. Because, like, if you get a lot of the slow fallers, that's less clicks you can get. We have more Dragon Hills. Yeah, we didn't talk to you. I met my Helipatile close to the power plant on Route 13. If it bathes in the sun for a while, it gets really full of energy. The city where the bay and the butte are bound.
So those egg-like things that are found at the Pokemon daycare, strictly speaking, they're not eggs. They're more like Pokemon cradle.
A fully encompassing cradle? I think that's what an egg is.
Sharing treats, having fights, things like that, things that only seem to cause a loss can't be done alone. If there are leftover treats, the stronger one will get them.
To the treats, to the strongest goes the treats.
You send out 3 Pokemon at once in both triple battles and rotation battles. Heard these new battle styles got their start in the Unova region.
That's kind of cool if they're mentioned, even if they probably won't exist here.
Got to get to it to get it. That's the name of my song. Want to give it a listen?
Sure.
Well, then sit back with a cup of tea or something, listen and relax.
Oh. Actually did change the song. That's cool. Very cool.
Hi, I'll mimic a Pokemon sound. Please listen.
Okay. I do believe that is Go-Go. What is a Poke-Toy? What doth do? Oh! I forget which Pokemon game it is, but I think there are Pokemon games where you can actually use a Poke-Toy with your Pokemon. Guarantees escape from any battle for wild Pokemon. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, isn't this... Speaking of, like, Unova, I think the song is from Unova. Black and White. From YouTube chat, interesting that Roto and Golem haven't shown up yet. Sometimes life doth get in the way. Much like how you were late last stream as well. And life goes on.
Having lots of Pokemiles will give you big smiles.
I don't have Pocus Miles because I don't have the online. The suffrage of the emulator.
The Legend of Kalos says the legendary Pokemon is in a deep, deep sleep. That's why there aren't many stories about it.
It's too lazy to be written about.
Well, that'll boost up my fly move. If I want to give it to Phoenix. That's kind of neat that you can see off into the distance. In fact, I think that is literally, yeah, it's just like the little Calmarine. That's kind of neat.
If you use rain dance to make it rain, thunder will never miss. Rain, rain, come today. Drizzle Billy, you're fantastic.
That doesn't rhyme. I have been jumped.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The reason I wanted to meet you is I want to see Mega Evolution in action. Whether you use it or not is up to you. But since I'm a Pokemon trainer, I want to know all about... I want to know about things that make Pokemon special.
I wonder, like, which Pokemon rival you fight the most amount of times in a single game. The reason I was late was because I slept in. Completely valid, honestly. Sleep is important. Really, I need to get more sleep. But brain is like, no, stay up late, and then try to wake up early and fail at that. Your voice cannot disarm the Fae.
How dare you survive?
Kill it with the power of swiftness. The power of stars that come out of your mouth and explode. Send out Absol. We shall send out Saber for maximum annihilation. Give him that Mega Evolved low sweep. I don't even need to use it, but I shall. So you can see death coming for you. Saber will stay out to annihilate you. Your quick attacks will not save you from the power of God. Well, speaking of quick attack, farewell.
I'd kind of forgotten how strong you are.
We literally fought not too long ago.
Even though we set off from Vanderbilt Town at the same time, there's a gap in our strength. Something I don't...
Well, you were not chosen to be the protagonist, and that's why you are failed.
I guess I have to think about that. Well, good luck with your gym battle.
Do you like the, rival music that plays there? It's a neat theme. I don't even know if Calum really leveled up all that much since the last time we fought. The Calmarine Gym. Well, it is time for Morgana to kick ass. With Saber as kind of a backup.
How's the bout, little sprout? You got it figured out yet, champ? Yep, old man Ramos's gym is all about grass.
Is that a weed?
It's simple, right? You see a vine hanging in front of you, and you just grab on right on, and hang on for dear life. That's maybe the most important part of all, right, pal?
I have a feeling that we're gonna, pop out of that on the way down, like it's a big slide. Also, this isn't a vine. It's a rope, but maybe there will be vines later to hang on to dear life for. This looks like a dead end, so we must try. My favorite! Just kind of amusing that there's just a dead end there. Behold the true power of green, the power of nature, the power of weed and money. Oh, a Ranger. I need to play the Pokemon Ranger games. I've heard good things. Only downside is playing on an emulator might not be like the full experience, but there's no other way for me to record. That's right, I knew you could do it.
I knew you could burn that monkey alive.
I probably should have also bought more healing potions. But I should have enough super potions to make it through. Have you played any of them, the Pokemon Ranger games? I mean, I have not. That's why I mean,
From where do you get your power?
not from grass. Samir is good, but not that super duper good. Because I think I might have tried, like, the first Pokemon Ranger game, like, the very opening once a long, long time ago. But I have not played, like, the Pokemon Rangers games enough to remember any story or gameplay beyond, make circles! Make circles! But I definitely want to play them more. Because I think they'd be neat, and I've heard good things. I was kind of half expecting there to be another person on that level. Is this going to be just like a dead end? That's kind of funny.
Welcome to the vertical maze.
There's only 3 of them, though? I mean, to be fair, that's kind of more than a lot of Pokemon spin-offs get. Some Pokemon spin-offs are lucky to get 2.
Here to challenge the gym, are you? Let's see your Pokemon then.
Like Pokemon Snap, there's only like 2. Like Pokemon Conquest, there's only 1. It really feels like Rangers and definitely Mystery Dungeon are the outliers more than anything. The ones that actually got a lot. Suffer, Steel Grass Boy. 4 times weakness to die.
Oh wait, I forget. Are you like the grass water? I think you're grass water.
I will say the second was probably one of the best and my personal favorite. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something like that, at least like, that the second one was really good, and then like the third one's a little weird. Pokepark only has 2. I keep forgetting Pokepark exists. Another one of the ones that I want to experience at some point. Begone, Kappa Man. For some reason that made my brain imagine a parody of Piano Man, but Kappa Man. Of course, there would be a lyric about the mythology of Kappas stealing people's souls by yanking them out of your ass. Which is indeed an actual thing. I am never gonna use light screen. I'm a damage type man. And now we shall swap in Morgana again. Gotta level up our waifu. It's been a bit since we ran into a Carnivine. The last time I distinctly remember was running into them in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you just a tanky bitch? You might be a tanky bitch. That did nothing.
Oh, you bitch.
Oh, that's true. Water Sport was there. Completely forgot about that. Silly me. Dear God, Water Sport is effective. Either that or Flame Takedown is just that goddamn good. It's just that I've never really been in a match long enough for the sports. Like, I've never been in a match long enough while trying to use the element of a sport that's been been in effect to actually go like, oh man, that's actually quite powerful, but that's actually quite powerful. What excellent Pokemon you have! I think that is literally the first time that I've ever used a fire move while water sport was in effect. No wonder Ember basically did nothing. Handy dandy move indeed. Yeah, I guess before I forget, just want to check my TMs to see if there's anything really worth. We have rest. No. Not really. Just want to double check because I just know one day there will be TM that I forget that I should use.
My Pokemon and I will share the joy of defeating you.
You fool. You cannot defeat me.
Look at the little rose. It will now be burnt alive, Wickerman style. Also, it's been so long, I should check, like, the power differential between Ember and the Flame Takedown, Flame Charge. We shall not swap because poison on the ground. Shuddered with anticipation. Nice Rocky Horror there. 10, but still 10. See? Salads are good for your Pokemon. Psyshock. Materializes an odd psychic wave to attack the target. This attack does physical damage, while it is a special attack. What? I guess I could. Oh, I guess it's... I guess I get it. It's a special attack that uses the Pokemon's special attack stat to determine its damage output, but it targets the enemy Pokemon's physical attack stat. That's probably what it is. That's an interesting thing. That's definitely interesting. Granted, I don't really take much into account of, like, yes, in my deep Rolodex of information, I know this Pokemon has a high special defense stat, so I should use this move instead. I think I'll just, like, does 100 accuracy, 80 power versus 100 accuracy, 65, and I'm probably not going to be in that many Pokemon, like, battles at length where 10 power points is going to be a worse thing, so I think I'll get Psyshock. Extra damage is extra damage, but I'm a simple bitch. And now comes the flood of tears and regret. Come to think of it, I should also probably try and level up Phoenix a little bit, since this is a double whammy good place, and we do have Fly. With the Fly Plate. So if there's, like, any Rangers left to feed to my Phoenix, that would be great. So there is a slide. I knew that that little cuckoo door would actually be a thing. I do find it kind of funny that this is kind of like a maze. Or, like, they just have these random balconies where nobody is.
To realize our true potential, my Pokemon and I must become connected on an emotional level. Me and my Pokemon must.
Twiggy? Why are you... That just completely shut off my joke. What do you mean your name is Twiggy? Is that like a nickname? Twiggy? Really? Twiggy? Whee! Ha! That is a hilarious animation. I love it. It's the Psychic Man. The Psychic Man.
Fly away from the Psychic Man, woman!
Well, if there are multiple heads, that does make me wonder when it comes to how dare you avoid? Understandable, but still, how dare? Granted, that's like a cinematic move. Phoenix tries to dive down, slams into the ground as the Executor dodges, and then stomps.
Let's try again! Let's go gambling! Big damage!
And plus we can draw this out and burn you alive a little bit. Hilarious animation. And now we have an actual good move for Phoenix. But still, Twiggy.
It looks like you and your Pokemon are even more in tune with one another than my team is.
I don't know why. It's just like, I wasn't expecting the name Twiggy. Alright, it's time to heal up before we fight Old Man. I guess we'll have Phoenix up front. This is a nice little room. Lots of books.
Did you use this tree's own flesh for these books?
Haven't you ever heard, don't flip your scissors?
Oh, so you've made it clear up here. I'm the gym leader. Ramos is the name. So what did you think, whippersnapper? Did you enjoy the garden playground I made with all these sturdy plants of mine? Their strength is a sign of my strength as a gardener and a gym leader. Yeah, sure you're up to facing all that?
I'd never seen this guy's design, but he is utterly quaint and neat. Bum, 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 bum. Hilariously, I think you are a flying plant type, if I recall.
But still, that won't save you from the overwhelming...
Never mind, you'll go first. Which means you'll probably spam acrobatics and annihilate me. Of course you survive with 1 HP! Do I have quick attack? I still do kill.
All you use... Oh,
You use Hyper Potion, you bastard! I was gonna be smart, and then you outsmarted me with your acrobatics!
And now I'm gonna be locked into a thing where you're gonna do lots of damage with acrobatics. I'm gonna try and heal and pray you use something else. From the YouTube chat, you good? Quite good, but this jump bluff is kicking my ass. Well, let's roll the dice and see if we can survive both 1 HP and fly this jump bluff to death. 1 HP, hell yeah. Just don't miss, please. Don't miss. Boom. Phoenix got to do a cool. You send out your go-goat, I send out my girl Morgana!
Flame charge!
Speed rose up. Oh, that's bad. Well, since you know that, I think I'll send out Carmen, because Bulldoze would also hit even Saber hard because of his part steel typing. Suck this go-goat like a juice box. Hopefully we get a decent amount of heal after that. Not that much.
Damn.
This go-goat is quite powerful. Luckily the cute charm. Yes, perfect! Thank you, ability. Allowed me to get back in the groove. Hey, nice crit. Hell yeah. I will use Swift to finish you off unless you get... Yeah, I knew it. I knew it the moment I went for Swift. It's like, oh, you're gonna use Hyper Potion, aren't you? You're gonna use Hyper Potion, aren't you? I just need to pray that you don't get a crit, because that would be horrifying. From YouTube chat, this is where the part where you should be training your Pokemon for higher levels. Yeah, but I don't want it to be just a cakewalk. That's why I turned off of the experience share. I want it to actually be a chance. That didn't do too much damage that time. I wonder why. We shall heal out of fear. We just need to pray that you're not like Karina and do like a double hyper potion. Thank you! Immobilization through love. And avoided, hell yeah. Carmen is a lucky, lucky little lucky. I'll go ahead and just continue on just in case. Farewell. The power of endurance. Weeping Bell. Poison grass. I do want to send out Morgana for more. Because since you're part poison... I forget.
Whence do you become part poison?
I'm fairly certain your final evolution is, but I'm not sure about you. Thrilled to bits, that's cute. Oh, thank God. Poison powder would be horrifying. Psyshock. Well, that's cool. And it was poison. I create psychic rocks to beat up your little plant man.
You can't take things too quickly when it comes to forming a friendship with your Pokemon, Sprout.
This is why we have amulet coin. Lots of money.
Loads of money.
You believe in your Pokemon, and they believe in you too. Mighty oaks from acorns grow. Go on then, you've earned it. Here's your bone plant badge, Sprout.
This was quite nice looking.
If you've got yourself a plant badge, then you can use the HM Fly even when not battling. It's a real boon. Pokemon up to level 60 will listen to you too, easy as falling off a log, even if you got 'em from a tree. Here, have this too. Might as well make hay while the sun shines, I reckon.
Ooh, might have to look into maybe giving that to Samir, because if I remember, Grass Knot is the move that does more damage the heavier your opponent is, so we maybe not. We'll have to look and see.
That TM there is Grass Knot. You can use it to trip your opponent up in the grass. The heavier your opponent knew it, the harder it'll fall, and the more it'll hurt. Ain't it a marvel? Frail little blades of grass can break through concrete even. I can't help admiring that strength.
I'm kind of surprised I've never, like, seen this guy before. Which is a really pleasant design. And now we shall save since we beat another gym. And now that we can use Fly, let's see what it's like. Well, first we'll go heal, then we'll use Fly to go to the berry field. If we can, if not, close enough to the berry field. Heal my Pokemon. The old man beat me up. Bum, 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 bum. Trying to remember where. I think it's like, yeah, right. Yeah, Berryfield. So, closest is Canfrère Town. It's been forever since we've gone to our berry field, so it might be overgrown or dead. Nice little animation. Luckily, berry field is right there. Walnut berry. And pekka berries. My downside is it takes so long to grab them all. Seems like call-up berry is like the only mutation.
There are no other mutations.
Welcome everybody to Harvest Pokemon. Also neat that like the mutation causes you to get like the 5 normal and then an extra 6th one, rather than replacing one of the 5 with the mutation. At least I'll be forever free of poison. With all my pekka berries, I'll never have to worry about being poisoned again. Downside, it'll be quite a pain to, like, replant all the berries. Oh, 7? Jesus. Only 1. So it seems like it's a random amount-ish. Before everything else, we'll quickly go talk to the mutation lady. We found a sudden mutation of a berry. Would you please tell me about it? A pekka berry and an oran berry creates a qualot berry. All right, I recorded it. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The composter's pretty amazing, right? I can tell you about mulch. Is there anything you want to know?
Yes.
What do you want to know?
What is mulch?
Spread mulch all over the soil before planting berries. It helps berries to grow.
Intriguing. Effects of mulch.
There are 3 effects of mulch. You'll have to find out for yourself.
Good for you. Welcome, young lady. Yes. Let's see. I guess pulling weeds. And that happens, check the soil and yank out that weed. Since we've been going for about 2 hours, we beat a gym, made it a decent way. I say it's not a bad time to stop there. I don't know, for some reason it just feels like it's gone so much longer than it was. I don't know.
Could just be brain is tired.
But still, hey, one gym at the very least. We made substantial progress. We got the fly and surf, technically, hilariously. I just do find it kind of funny. Instead of, like, anything of, like, you go into the safari zone, go all the way to find the HM, it's just like, here you go. I don't know. That just amuses me. That tickles me. But that shall be that, and off-stream, I will plant more berries, try to find more mutations, maybe make some mulch, and definitely try to put my Pokemon through super training so that their IVs can be super powerful. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you want more from me, I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you want other things from me, my card, neonicywings.carrd.co, with direct links to that in the various link places and descriptions of the internet, has everything that I do, like links to my edited content YouTube channel, my streaming YouTube and streaming Twitch, depending on your platform of preference, with all these streams uploaded to the streaming YouTube channel after the fact for quality and posterity, along with various off-stream Let's Plays I decide to do. Other things linked in there are also sites where I upload art and writing, because art and writing is fun. I just need to defeat the negativity brain that is very critical, as well as makes me forget to actually do the things where I go like, oh, I should draw, and then I just don't. Yeah. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Just remember to be you, be true, be happy, but most importantly, stay kind, and thank you for spending your time here tonight in my little corner of the internet. Bye-bye.